So I get that you're watching this video because you are looking to get more clients. And you're probably wondering, what is the right platform? Where should I invest my limited budget into getting more clients? Well, let's look at the studies. As of the most recent study, 2022, Clio, they reported that 69% of all consumers, when need a lawyer, go online searching for a lawyer. Where do people go to search for a lawyer? Google, obviously. Where do people click on Google to find a lawyer? Well, 5 to 10%, according to numerous studies, will click on the ads. The other 90-95% will bypass ads because they have what we refer to as advertising blindness. By the way, it doesn't mean that you shouldn't advertise on Google. That 5 to 10% can still be incredibly valuable, so you should always advertise on Google and do so cost effectively. Now, beyond ads, people will see local map, local providers. Your website should be showing up in that local map pack if you are within close proximity to the searcher, typically 2, maybe 3 mile radius. Beyond that, you will see organic search results. Usually the top 2-3 links are those that refer back to directories like Super Lawyers or Avo or even Yelp. Beyond that, beyond those directories, people do click on directories, and I highly recommend that you advertise in directories, or rather have sponsored listings in those directories. And the reason for that is, if you're in Avo and Super Lawyers and all kind of other directories, but you're not at the top of those directories, you won't be seen. So it's kind of pointless, right? So you want to make sure that you have sponsored listings there and measure the outcome of those sponsored listings. You should always, always, always have a high-performance marketing team work for you and measure all of those things, like how many leads did we get from Super Lawyers, and how many leads did we get from Avo, and how many of those leads were actually productive or actually people who are looking for our services. And then you average out what does it cost you to get a lead from there, and what does it cost you to get a client from there. And then you can understand whether that investment into having those paid directory listings is actually worth the investment or not. Most of the time, from what we've seen, they're worth it. Invest the money there. Just like the ads, they're worth it. Invest the money there. Just know how to calculate whether they're worth it or not. And by the way, how do you calculate it? Well, look at client lifetime value. If they're spending $4,000 on a case with you and they don't refer anyone else to you, then their client lifetime value is $4,000. How much of that $4,000 in revenue should you be investing into client acquisition? If it was me and I really wanted to grow my business, I would be so happy to invest 25% of it, like $1,000. Because guess what? For that $1,000, I'm getting $4,000. If I could get associates who are going to work on 50% of case revenue, and I could send them as many cases as I can, that would mean that from every case that I gave my associates, I'm making $1,000. It's an easy investment. I'm investing $1,000 into getting $1,000. Return on that investment is 100%, and I don't have to lift a finger for it. That's amazing, amazing, amazing return on investment. Super simple. Now, beyond the ads, beyond the directory listings, there's most coveted space, advertising space, although you're not advertising there, but it does take an investment to get there. It's the organic search results. That's right, below ads, below local map, below directories, there are local or there are organic links to lawyer websites. A lot of people will click on those links. A lot of those people will engage with lawyers whose websites they're going to visit. But how do you get on page one? How do you get on that most coveted space? Well, you need a high-performance marketing team that's going to help you get there. By the way, majority of our lawyer clients who come to us are not what we refer to as virgin clients, as in they have worked with other marketing companies before and they've walked away dissatisfied. Because of that, we put together a checklist that we call How to Pick the Best Marketing Team for Your Law Firm. Download it down below and use it in interviews with marketing companies to make sure that you pick the absolute best marketing team for your law firm. Now, I'm going to share with you some of the main things that you need to know about search engine optimization that will allow your website to rank highly on page one of Google, and some of the most common pitfalls, mistakes that many lawyers, many law firms have made, which led them to not show up at the top of search results, which caused them tremendous, what we refer to as opportunity cost. As in, they didn't get that business, their competitors did. All right, here we go. The main aspects of SEO, and this is what you should be watching out for when you hire a marketing company, they should be doing all of this. Number one, it starts with having a high-performance website. If your website has poor infrastructure, your website is not going to rank well in search results. Primarily, your website should have a great upload speed. It should be super fast to load on desktop and especially on mobile devices. If it does not, it is unlikely to rank very well. All other factors held constant, so make sure that you have a high-performance website. Factor number two, on-site technical optimization. That simply means having the right keywords, the right topics, and the right meta tags, amongst many other technical things. By the way, meta tags simply means a very, very short description or very short list of keywords that explain to Google what this page means. Yes, Google indexes every single word on your website. However, meta tag really tells them the meaning of the page in a very, very short blurb. Next, and this one is super important, it's like the primary factor, content. For Google, they're in the business of making billions of dollars every quarter, and they're also in the business, and that's their mission, is to deliver the best information to the people who are using Google to find that information. Because of that, your website is a vehicle for content or information. The more and more relevant content your website has in comparison to competing websites, the higher the probability that your website is going to rank higher, and you're going to get more traffic, and you're going to get more leads, and you're going to get more clients. How does Google determine whether your website has more and more relevant content? Well, most of North America accesses the internet using Google Chrome. Because of that, Google knows everything about user engagement on your website. Google really cares about two primary engagement factors to determine whether your website has more and more relevant information on the site. Those two factors are, number one, dwelling time, how much time they're spending on the site on average. Factor number two, the number of pages that they visit. So all other factors held constant. Imagine that a typical visitor will spend 2 minutes and 14 seconds on your site and visit 4 pages. When they go to a competing website, if they spend 3 minutes and 5 seconds and visit 6 pages, that will tell Google that that competitor's website has more and more relevant information. So their website is going to rank above yours. And your goal is to have your website rank as highly as possible. This is why your website should be like a wealth of information, a library regarding or having content about everything that has to do with legal challenges that you help people solve, like bankruptcies. The more and more content you have about bankruptcies, as long as it's optimized content for search and backed up by backlinks, which I'll talk about in a moment, your website is going to rank higher than your competitors' websites. Again, all other factors held constant. Now, aside from content, aside from quality of the infrastructure of the website and on-site technical optimization, the other factors that really matter a ton for where your website is going to rank in search results, one is optimized Google My Business profile. That is something that you see. It's like a long card that you see on the screen of your desktop when you're searching for your law firm by name. It used to be like a business card. Name of the firm, a picture or two, business hours, address, phone number, the end. Now it has become more and continues to evolve into more of a wiki page about your business. And you can post a ton of information there, including FAQs, service descriptions, price ranges for various services, and so many other things. The better your profile optimized, the higher your website is going to rank, all other factors held constant. By the way, part of your Google My Business profile is reviews. Google cares about the reviews a ton. All other factors held constant. If you have more and more diverse reviews, you're going to rank higher, and you're going to get more people to come to your website, convert into prospects, convert into business. Reviews really matter for sales and for marketing. You want to have reviews that are diverse, that have certain velocity. And what I mean by that is diverse, meaning they're not all 5-star reviews. It doesn't work that way. If you've been in business for longer than a moment, you have some clients who are ecstatic about the service that you provide, some clients who were satisfied, and some people who were not that satisfied. They will leave a diversity of reviews, and Google looks for that. Next, there should be velocity of reviews. You should not ask all of your former clients to leave your reviews like today, because Sasha said that it's important. And then there is a review dump. All of those reviews go on your Google My Business profile all at once. You want to have those reviews added naturally, very organically. One here, one there, one here, one there, sporadically. Super important. Reviews drive your rankings, reviews drive your conversions, because people ultimately check up on your reviews before engaging with you. They want to make sure that you're good at what you do, and they want to make sure that you're also good to do business with. So have plenty of reviews. Have more reviews than your competitors. I know it will take time, and maybe it's impossible to get more reviews than your competitors have right now, but keep on working. The more clients you get, the more reviews you get, the higher you're going to rank. Why it's important for you to have more reviews than your competitors? When looking for service providers, a lot of people will just look at the number of reviews left, read some 5-star reviews and read some 1- and 2-star reviews, and then they make a determination whether they want to talk to you or not. So for you to show up, you need to have those reviews, and for you to get picked by prospective clients, you need to have a lot more than reviews, or at least as many reviews as your direct competitors. Super important. So keep collecting reviews. By the way, we figured out formulaically that it takes even very happy clients up to 4 reminders to leave a review before they do. So don't be shy. Ask for reviews. Your income depends on those reviews. So make sure that you ask every single client to leave you a review. Positive reviews, mediocre reviews, negative reviews, they're all good in Google's eyes. Get as many reviews as possible. Do not shy away from poor reviews. If you have been in business for a while, there will be some clients who have been dissatisfied. I know my firm has a couple of negative reviews, and we're okay with it. We've addressed the issue and remedied it as much as possible, as much as was possible with our former clients. We tried to fix those things, but we're not perfect, just like nobody else. So make sure that you focus on those reviews and get them. Last but not least factor, you gotta have quality backlinks pointing back to your website. Those are third-party websites referring back to your website. The more and the better backlinks you have, the higher your website is going to rank. These are all the factors that are incredibly important for your website to rank highly. Now, before I finish this video, here are the couple of really main pitfalls that we see lawyers and many other professional service providers commit when it comes to SEO. The biggest issue, the biggest mistake that we see is trying to save money on SEO. SEO is incredibly labor intensive. If you're buying SEO service from any marketing company and they're saying we're going to deliver SEO for $1,500 a month, run. Here's why. The model in 2022 for marketing companies to be afloat and to do okay is to average about $150 per billable hour. If a marketing company tells you that they will deliver quality SEO work for $1,500 a month, it means the following. You're getting about 10 hours of labor per month. Out of those 10 hours, they're going to spend 1 to 2 hours on reporting on a monthly basis and 1 to 2 hours on communications with you on a monthly basis. So at best, you're buying 6 to 8 hours of labor for SEO, which is incredibly labor intensive. That's like the tip of the iceberg. If your direct competitor hires my firm and they end up hiring us for like 30 hours of labor per month for SEO, within a quarter or two, we're going to steamroll over your website because we're going to be able to deliver so much more labor. You're simply not going to be able to catch up with a $1,500 a month spend. So make sure to shy away from marketing companies that are offering professional SEO for $1,500 a month. It's super, super important. This is like the biggest mistake that we make. The other mistake that we see is, again, lawyers being shy and not asking for reviews from their former and current clients. Ask, demand reviews. It is so incredibly important for you to get those reviews. Make sure that you get them. Last but not least, content is the king when it comes to your website ranking well in search results. Inconsistent content production will hurt your business a ton. Make sure that if you agree with your marketing company that they're going to produce 4 pieces of content every single month and publish those 4 pieces of content every single month, make sure that it gets done. If it does not get done, you're not going to get the results that you're after. Your competition will get those clients. So it is of paramount importance for you to produce content and release content optimized for search on a consistent basis. That is it. Do everything that I mentioned in this video, or rather, hire a high-performance marketing company. By the way, don't forget to download the checklist that will help you find the best marketing company and use that checklist in every single interview with those people, and you will do great.